Ladies and gentlemen, the star of our show, Mike Douglas.
Here's a title song from a Broadway show written by Richard Rodgers. The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are here inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most enchanting sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere for me. The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are here inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most enchanting sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere for me. Did you hear the note? Thank you. Thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you, music lovers. My co-host stars in a hit TV series called Alice, which is one of the few hits this year. And she hasn't always been on television. She started on Broadway in a musical comedy called Superman, followed by The Mad Show, Carl Reiner's Something Different, director Alan Arkin's off-Broadway show Little Murders, a Tony nomination for The Last of the Red Hot Lovers. The list goes on and on. I want a nice, warm welcome, the kind you gave me at the top, for Miss Linda Lavin. Linda Lavin.
Good at this. I'm not good at moving things.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not
You're
kidding.
not klutzy, though.
I was in a Broadway show where the stage moved and you had to walk against it, and I just stood and screamed for the whole number. I never got used to it, so
very
forgive my gracelessness.
Hazardous things have happened with tricky little
Why do they
moving
do
stage.
that?
I
Because
don't
it looks
know.
pretty?
Well, this looks nice, and
Yes,
when
it
the
looks
performer
nice.
steps down to perform, instead of us all sitting behind him going, and
Yeah,
doing all the
but
crazy
I mean,
things
why do
people
they have
that-
to move it
Right.
and make you walk against it? Maybe you don't
You
want to
wanna do
talk
it
about
again?
this. Nah. I'm
Look,
happy now.
I want to show you something. Move it back, guys.
Oy.
I just want to show Linda how it can be done. No, don't move it now. Now watch. Linda and I are bowing, and you're applauding. Okay? Hold it. Bring us a stage. Now watch. It'll stop right on cue. It's not going to run into me, because if they knock me out, it's over.
Look what,
See?
look at that.
Right up to the foot.
See?
Now, you step
That's
on.
nice. See?
Just like in a series, they never kill the star, you know. No matter what kind of trouble he's in, he's never going to die. That's a crazy outfit, but it's
Thank
attractive
you.
on you.
Thank you very much.
Because you're an attractive lady.
Well, thank you very much.
What do you call that? Those are toreadors?
These are knickers.
Knickers.
Those are
See
your
how much I know about women's
knickers.
clothes?
And this coat is hand-painted by an artist, a friend of mine named Anna Vilms, who does this, who lives in Malibu and paints what she sees.
She has that kind of patience to sit and do that?
She's truly an artist,
Then it
and
must
she
be
paints fabrics.
very expensive.
Yes, it is, but I'm making a lot of money this year.
You're not used to that, are you?
No.
How are you used to hearing, because I know when a show is new, that they tell you weekly how you're doing. I don't mean W-E-A-K, in some cases it's that, but
Yeah.
weekly, literally.
Yep,
And
well...
do they keep you worried and keep you on edge by doing that, or are you past the stage of worrying now?
No, I'll never be past the stage of worrying. I'm worried right now, right this very minute.
What? What about
What's
this
going to
interview's
happen
gonna
next?
go?
I really got into it, you know. It's like reviews. And you got to learn to take reviews as they come and read and learn to see criticism and use it for what you can and discard what. But ratings show you if you're going to stay on the air. And I didn't think I'd ever be interested in that. I am interested in it. And I'm learning about demographics and who watches us. And I want to know who the audience is. It's important.
Explain to them what demographics are.
I don't know. Demographics are, they are the breakdown of who your audience is. Men, women, men and women under the ages of 49, 35 to 49,
For
kids.
some reason, the break-off point is 49, which
Why is that?
really disturbs me. I don't know. I mean, what do they mean after you get past 49? You go, you know, 18 to 49. That's the audience they're interested in.
And
Seriously.
That's interesting because we have a young audience as well, and I get letters from 11, 12-year-old kids because there's a boy on the show who's 12 years old, so we have a young audience. And I'm really interested in that, and
Sure.
I think that I'm learning a lot about ratings and how it works.
Since you started on the Broadway stage, and we have touched upon this briefly on the show, we haven't ever dwelled on the subject of how unfair and how tough auditions are. And since having seen the show Chorus Line, I understand more about it now, how rough it can be. Explain to the audience what that is like, those who have never, and there are many of them who have never been a part of anything like that.
Well, I'm sure everybody, though, at one point has to sell something, you know. And the distinction that an actor, a performer, has is that the product is yourself.
Toughest product in the world to sell, folks.
And the hardest thing to get to is the fine line that the distinction between this is me and this is what I'm presenting, so that when you are rejected, as you are, time after time after time at an audition, you don't take it personally, and you keep going and keep trying.
Because it isn't always you. It might not be your type they're looking for.
That's right, but it's very hard to learn that.
Oh, and I've
And
heard-
you have to learn it so that you don't hurt all the time.
But don't most of us treat our animals better than people are treated at auditions? Be honest now. I hate to say things like this, but I've been through some brutal ones.
Yes, so have I. They're very painful. And it takes a long time to get to the point where you do your work. You go and present what it is that you do.
What do you do at an audition? What does Linda Lava do at an audition?
Well, I used to go to, to musical auditions because they were the only ones I could get into when I first went to New York. Couldn't get an acting audition, couldn't get a reading without an agent, couldn't get an agent without a job.
How do you find an agent when you're just, say you're brand new in New York?
They say, hello, put your picture here in the wastebasket, and I'll call you sometime if you get a job.
That saves them trouble of doing this when you walk out.
Yeah, so...
It's that tough, it really is.
So what was available to me was musical auditions and chorus auditions. They're open.
Yeah.
And you can go and sing your tune and get
dance?
rejected and...
Do you dance too?
A little bit.
You look like a dancer.
I feel like a dancer, but I'm not. I
How
took
does a
it.
dancer feel?
Well,
Tired? Because they work harder than anybody.
I don't feel like that. Yes, I don't know that kind of discipline. I have not trained that way. But I like to dance is what I meant.
Show us and show the viewers what an audition is like.
I'll show you what an audition is like, okay. And I'll show you this over a period of years using the same tune, because I used one tune for
What
many
tune?
years.
Don't tell me.
All right, I won't tell you. I can't even think of it right now anyway. I'll think of it when I hit the floor.
I bet it's one of four I'm thinking of.
You bet?
I'll bet.
I'll bet you're right.
All right.
Okay, you start out real peppy when you go to New York and you start looking for work. You're peppy and you're energetic and naive and you're ready to be a star.
And when you're hungry, that's not easy.
Now, understand that this is over a period of years with the same song,
Okay.
all right? Is this going to move?
No, you step down, and then we'll move it.
All right.
No, we won't. It's moving.
Yes. Hello? Linda Lavin?
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you. You bet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Maybe it was too fast. It must have been too fast. I'll sing it slower the next time. They probably want it slow. Yeah, that's it. I'll sing it slow. Hello? Linda Lavin?
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole.
Oh, thank you,
What?
thank you.
All right. Thank you. Hello? Linda Lavin?
Oh, the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't need this job anyway. Huh.
And then you realize that you're getting angrier and angrier. And you're so concerned with what did they want that you haven't once enjoyed singing the song for the sheer joy of singing.
And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling. Oh, I could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love.
Thank you, Miss Lavin, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Linda Lavin, you've got the job.